Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we added Spring Security in our Spring Boot project, and after this we created JWT Util and we added create JWT token method in it. And in today's video, we will complete our JWT Util class and we will add all the methods to perform different operations on our JWT token. So let's get started. So in our Spring Boot project, we will open our JWT util, and here we need to check the validity and expiration of the token. And to do this, first of all, we need to pass the token and get the data from the JWT. And we will create a method to extract all the claims from the JWT. And we will declare this method as private because we want to call this method only from this class. And this method will return claims and we will import it from io.json web token, and we will name this method as extract all claims, and after this in the params we will mention string token. And in the body of this method, first of all we need to pass our JWT token with the sign in key, and to do this we will write return statement and we will use JWTs from io.json web token. And after this, to initiate the creation of JWT parser using the builder pattern, we need to call parser builder method. And after this, to pass our JWT token, we need to give the sign in key. And to do this, we will call set sign in key method, and we will get this sign in key by calling get sign in key method. And after this we need to complete our builder with the specified configuration, so we will call .build method. And after this we need to get the JSON web signature, which is the passed form of JWT, and to do this we will call parse claims JWS method. And in the params of this method we need to pass the token, so we will write token here. And after this, to get the data from our past JSON web token, we will call .get body method. And with this our extract all claims method is completed. And after this we need to create a method which will call this extract all claims method and will return the specified claim, and we will declare this method as private as well. And after this we will give the generic parameter type, because this will allow the method to work with different types of claims. And after this we need to mention the return type, that will be generic as well. And after this we will name this method as extract claim, and in the params of this method we need to accept the token. And after the token we need to accept functional interface, and we will name this as claim resolver, and this represents a function that takes claims object and returns the value of type generic. And the purpose of this function is to resolve or extract a specified claim from the claims object. And in the body of this method we will create a final object of the claims, and we will name this as claims, and we will set the value in it by calling extract all claims method, and in the params we will pass token. And now we need to get the specific claim, so we will write return statement, and here we will use our claim resolver, and we will call a method apply, and in the params we will pass the claims. And with this our extract claim method is completed as well. And now we need to create a method which will extract the username from the token by using this extract claim method, and we will declare this method as public, and this method will return a string, and we will name this method as extract username, and in the params we will accept string token. And in the body of this method we will write a return statement, and we will call extract claim method, and in the params we will pass token. And after this we will pass the claims, and we will call get subject method, because we are setting the username in the subject, so that's why we are calling get subject to get the username. And with this the extract username method is completed. And now we need to create a method to extract the expiration, and we will declare this method as private, and this method will return a date, and we will name this method as extract expiration, and in the params we will mention string token. And in the body of this method we will write a return statement and we will call extract claim method, and in the params we will pass the token, and after this we need to pass the claims resolver, so we will write claims and we will call get expiration method. And with this our extract expiration method is completed as well. And now we need to create a method to check if our token is expired or not, and we will declare this method as private, and this method will return a boolean, and we will name this method as is token expired, and in the params we will accept string token, and in the body of this method we will write a return statement. And after this, first of all we need to get the expiration date, so we will call extract expiration method, and in the params we need to pass the token. And as we got the expiration of the JWT, and now we need to compare it with the current date, and to do this we will call before method, and in the params of this method we will pass new date. So if the expiration date is before the current date and time, the method will return true and it will indicate that the token is expired. And after this, as you know, this generate token method is private and we need to call this method from our login API. So we will create a new method and we will declare this method as public, and this method will return a string, and we will name this method as generate token. And in the params of this method we need to accept the user details, and we will import it from security.core.user_details, and after this we will name this as user details. And in the body of this method we will write a return statement and we will call generate token method, and in the params we need to pass the extra claims, and for now we will give it as new hash map, and after this we will pass user details. And with this the generate token method is ready as well. And now we need to write a last method for this class, and this method will check the validity of the token, and we will declare this method as public, and this method will return a boolean, and we will name this method as is token valid. And in the params of this method we will write string token, and after this we will accept user details and we will name this as user details. And in the body of this method we need to match the username in the token with the username in the user details. So first of all we need to get the username from the token, and to do this we will create a variable and we will name this as username, and the type of this will be string, and we will set the value in it by calling our extract username method, and in the params we need to pass the token, and after this we will write the return statement, and here we need to check the username, so we will use username and we will call a method equals, and in the params we will use our user details and we will call get username method. And after the comparison of the username we need to check if our token is expired, so we will write and to check the expiration we will call is token expired method, and in the params we will pass the token, and we will use not sign because if our token is expired then we need to return false from this method. And with this our JWT util is completed. Now let's run our application. And as you can see our application is up on port 8080 without any errors. And that's it for today's video. In the next video we will work on JWT authentication filter and web security configuration.